What is going on, guys? XPL Games here, and I'm here bringing you the very first of a new series to come, which is Black Ops 3 Paint Shop Top 10. So in this, we're going to be having 10 actual paint shops, and then I guess 5 honorable mentions right before the #1 spot, just for those that didn't make it in there and probably could have if they were just a little different, maybe added a couple more things. So I hope you guys do enjoy, and as you can see on your screen, we have the first one, which is the Billiards paint shop. I really like that he actually did like different ones instead of doing them all in order, and it actually kind of looks like, this is a bad thing to say, but balls. So it actually looks like real ones. It looks like real spherical shapes, and I really like the way he did it. I like the colors because it's not just plain old-fashioned colors, and I like the background color that he added to it. Next, we have the Cards paint shop on the Man of War, and it was made by Taylor_the Gamer, and it has 882 likes. But basically, all he did was, I think they're all aces right there. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know why he has 6 aces, but he does. But I do like that it's just really simple, and it looks really good for what it could be. And I've actually seen a couple of these, and not all of them were pretty good, but I did like this one more than the others. I think he could have put it on a different weapon and it would have looked a little better, but it doesn't take up much of the weapon, which leaves a lot of room for the camo on the gun. Next, we have the Juggernaut camo by Justin Wins, and he made it look absolutely fantastic. You can tell where he added the blood splatters on there, and just the color of red is pretty close to the actual color of Juggernaut in the thing. I'm not quite sure that, well, they always use that off yellow beigeish color for Juggernaut, but it does seem to fit well with the red, so I'm not going to argue with it. I wish he would have added some things for the cola and everything, but I guess he was going for the old-fashioned Juggernaut for a perk. Next, which I thought was actually one of my favorites, but it's just because I grew up on this, is Mario, and they did a really good job on this. I think they could have added a couple more things in the sky, but it needs to be plain, I guess, for it to be actual Mario. So it looks like one of the first maps from the original Mario, and this one's by Mad Hobo, and it just looks really great. So with that being said, we'll go on to the next one. Next, for all of you SpongeBob lovers out there, we have Patrick and his bubble. The bubble actually looks like it has a shine on it, as does Patrick's eyes, and that's the reason why I really liked it. It looked very realistic. Like, when I say realistic, I mean how it does on the TV show. And they don't just have that one big bubble, they added in a couple more, and it covers the body, and some of them go behind, so it really looks awesome, and it looks 3D, and I like that about this emblem, or this paint shop, excuse me. So that one was by Cybertronic9697, and they literally just named it Pat. So it looks good on the Weevil, and I'd actually like to add a camo onto that. I wish we could download these because these are awesome. Next is another personal favorite of mine. This is Cyndaquil from Pokemon, and it's on the Cuda by Black Soul 963. I do like how he has the background going with that, but the Cyndaquil is completely in front of it, and it looks very much like the actual cartoon that had Cyndaquil. It actually looks like Pokemon. So this was actually made the day after the game was released, but it looks awesome. It has 3,201 likes and 305 dislikes. So I don't know why it's got dislikes when it looks this good, but there you go. In the 4th spot, we have Vault Boy from Fallout 4. And yes, it does not show his whole face. I'm sure they probably could have put it in there, but with how much they have put on there, it still looks pretty darn good. They've got this on the Dingo, and I've actually never used the Dingo, but that's another story for a different day. And that was created 2 days after the game came out, and it actually has 6,000 likes. So a lot of Fallout users playing, and it looks really great. So with that being said, we're going to go on to the top 3. You guys know I'm just kidding with you. Actually, we're going to go on to the honorable mentions. So at the first honorable mention, we have Spitfire by Davios Bayard. It looks like, I don't know, but it's Davios Bayard 1614, and this was made the game came out. So he actually took time out of his day to make this emblem for his weapon, and it looks really good. I would add this to the top 10, but it just didn't seem like something that could be added into the top 10. He did, however, do a really great job, and this actually has 4,800 likes to it. I would download it and put it on my weapon, but I feel like I could just add a whole scene instead of just one little face. At honorable mention number 4, we have Pac-Man by TC77 Reckamon. He's got that on the Locust. This is actually TC that we know and love, and I actually seen this emblem on his weapon, and it looks really great. So with the legendary camo he has, it's really awesome to have on the Locust. So there you go. At the number 3 spots, we have Borderlands by Spooky Boogie, and it has 0 likes and 0 dislikes, but I did go into the recent. That was from the recent. That's where I got that one. And I really like it a lot, but it's way too plain to actually be put into the regular ones. But I would use this on my weapon if I wanted to. In reality, I kind of don't want to. And that's why I ended up putting it in the honorable mentions. It's just too plain for me, and I would like something a little more flamboyant, which is a very bad word to use, but it's true. So there you go. That is 3. We're going to go on to honorable mention number 2. And at the number 2 spot, we have the Shark Combat Knife. And honestly, it looks really great. It's by Giddy Boss. It has 3,987 likes and 385 dislikes. It has been seen 22,209 times, and I really like it a lot. And I've actually seen a couple knives, like the Fade knife, and you can see to the left the Planet's knife. I've seen those, and I really like those a lot, and that's honestly what I would use as the Planet or the Planet. Next, we have the CSGO Orion. Orion, excuse me, and that was made by Combat YouTube. So if you guys want to go check out his YouTube, I assume that's what it is. And it has 2,694 likes and 250 dislikes. So it's a really cool looking weapon, and it's on the RK5, which is the burst fire pistol, and it kind of looks like a shark. I don't know why it looks like it has a couple fins, but I would definitely use that on my weapon. Other than that, we're going to go on to the top 3 of the actual paint shop. At the 3rd spot, we have Gchan69 Psy, and he has the clown, and it looks very, very cool, very awesome. And I honestly like the mouth on the clown. It looks like it's very bloody, very neat. And the funny thing about this picture is that his hair, I know that they have afros because they're clowns and it's red, but he actually used a red blood splatter for the afro, and he's got a little green behind it too, so it really makes it pop out and it really makes it look really great. At the number 2 spot, we have Venom from Spider-Man, and I don't know how many layers this actually took, but it's absolutely awesome. I really like this. I don't even know if I like this more than the number 1 spot. It was a pretty close tie between these two, but I love this one. I really do. It was really awesome, and this one was made by Ionizing, and it actually has not been seen yet. This was actually in the recent, and I had to scroll down like really far to find it, but it looks so cool, and it's a ton of layers, I'm sure. At the number 1 spot, we have the blue, and it's basically like a squid. I don't know why it looks so familiar, but it looks really cool, really neat, and this is by Spam Kills. It was also in the recent that I found. So these were all posted yesterday, and they just look really awesome. But the reason I like this one so much is because it has all those little dots, but on top of that, it also ends up having so many colors that just pop out, and it makes the octopus look like it's actually shining and it's 3D. So it's really just a cool paint shop and paint job, and I really just like it more than any of the other ones. But like I said, it was a really close tie between that and the Venom, but this one ended up coming out on top. So without further ado, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop the video a like and subscribe for more awesome content coming out each and every day, guys. I'm going to be doing these every 2 weeks, also along with the emblem every 2 weeks. And actually, the emblem comes out next Monday. So we're going to be going 1 week with the paint jobs and 1 week with the emblems, and that's how it's going to go. So be ready for that. We have plenty of weeks to come, like 56 weeks of these together, so 20 something weeks of each. But either way, guys, I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.